Hello guys, I've come again today. So today I bring you revisions of economics 2021, June 2021 economics, all the questions and answers from economics 1 and economics 2. I provide everything for you, answer all the questions for you. So make sure you watch the video right to the end because there's a lot of things you're going to learn from it. Don't forget that when it comes to GCE, at times the GCE board just goes behind, pick out the paper and just bring all everything. So you may get to the exam hall and see that what you failed to revise is what has actually come for the exam. So make sure that you do all your revisions. Revisions are very important. So that's why I've combined economics, right? 2021, all the questions and answers, paper 1, paper 2. So you can watch the video, enjoy what it's all about. Make sure you jot it. You can come back and watch it anytime. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe because I create content like this all the time. Whether it's history, whether it's economics, whether it's how students can make money online. Make sure you subscribe so that when I produce my next video, you'll be the next to be informed. You'll be the first to be informed.
Okay, so this is Coach Njomi. So I've come again with a very great revisions. So we are going to look at paper 1 and paper 2. As you can see here, economics 1, June 2021. So we are going to look at all the answers, the questions and the answers of this paper. Then we are going to answer paper 2 equally, all the questions and answers. So you can take your note pen and record anything, or you come back to this video when you have questions and you can look at the revisions all the time. So if you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe because every day I come with videos like this. It may be business videos, maybe educational videos. Into the first questions, and we're going to see what it's all about. It says a determinant of price elasticity of supply is: one, availability of substitutes, proportion of income, time periods, and habit. The correct answer is A, availability of substitutes. So that's the correct answer for the determinant of price elasticity of supply. Number two, which of the following is the main aim of conglomerates? Right? Which of the following is the main aim of conglomerates? One, we have to diversify production, right? So the correct answer is to diversify production. That is the correct answer for the main aim of conglomerates. Number three question, it says the main future of money in the modern economy is. So what is the main future of money? If they ask you that, what is the main feature of money? What is money actually in doing in the society, right? So we have four answers. So the main feature of money in the modern society is general acceptability. So that actually means that money is being acceptable everywhere. Okay, so that is the main feature of money in the modern society: general acceptability. The next question says that the most important problem affecting agricultural sector in Cameroon is. So what is the most important problem affecting the agricultural sector in Cameroon? So you can suggest your own answer before I give the answer, which is so good. It helps you to retain more. So the answer here actually is insufficient capital. Insufficient capital. So there is not enough capital in agricultural sector. That is what is really affecting the agricultural sector in Cameroon. So there is insufficient capital. Now the next question says that study the demand and supply schedule of cocoa below carefully and answer the question that follows. So here we have the price, we have the quantity demanded, and we have the quantity supplied. Now it says that if the government fixed a minimum price at 160 francs per unit, how much will this cost the government? So if your government is fixing price at this unit, that's what it's saying, right? It says how much will it cost the government? So the answer here is A, 320,000 francs. That is what will actually cost the government. So it's 320,000 francs. Now question 6. Question 6 is based on the table below, which shows the population and output of a given country. Now, population in millions and output of food in millions of tons. From the table above, the optimum population is, so he said we should calculate or look at what is the optimum population here. So the correct answer here is 20 million. 20 million people. That's the optimum population. Okay, so I'm just giving the correct answers. I won't give the calculations because calculations can change, calculation varies, and I think your teacher can better show you the calculations. But the correct answer, I'll give every one of them. So that is 6. Let's go to 7. The 7th part said the national debt is defined as debt owned by the state to its citizens. So how is the national debt defined as debt owned by the state to its citizens? Debt owned by the central government to its citizens and foreigners, debt owned by the government to foreigners, debt owned by the government to financial institutions. So the national debt actually is defined. The correct answer here is B, debt owned by the central government to its citizens and foreigners. So that's the correct answer. So let's go to number 8. It says the initial deposit of a commercial bank is 1 million francs and the cash ratio is 12.5%. The amount the bank will create as deposit will be, so what is the amount that the bank is going to create as deposit, right? Given this, the correct answer here is C, which is 8 million. Correct answer is C, 8 million. Number 9, the main aim of backward vertical integration is to, the correct answer here is B, secure the supply of raw materials. So securing the supply of raw materials is a main aim of backward vertical integration. So we go to the next question. It says unemployment caused by a fall in the general level of aggregate demand is known as, so what is unemployment? What caused by a fall in the general aggregate level of aggregate demand is known as, the correct answer here is B, cyclical unemployment. So it's the B, that is what is caused the general level of aggregate demand, okay, unemployment. So we'll go to the next question, which is the 11th part. It says, given that the value of a basket of goods was 12,000 in 2010, and in 2011 the same basket of goods cost 15,000 francs, the price index will be A, 60, B, 300, C, 15,000, D, 125. So the correct answer, we are on 11. The correct answer here is D, 125. Okay, let's continue. Which of the following capital investment earns interest? Which of the following capital investment earns interest? Number A, ordinary shares. B, cumulative preference shares. C, debentures. D, participating preference shares. So it's telling us that which of the following capital investment earns interest. So what do you think is the answer? Okay, let me give you some few seconds. So the answer is C, debentures. So debentures is the answer here. Now 13, it says the main function of money in the modern economy is. So what is the main function of money in a modern economy? We have measure of value, we have medium of exchange, we have standard of deferred payment, we have store of value. Few seconds, answer before I give the answer. The correct answer is B, medium of exchange. It's important that you try to think your own answer before I give my answer, because with that, it's difficult for you to forget what you have learned or the revisions, right? Remember, we are on revisions. So we said that the 13, the correct answer is B, medium of exchange. Now let's go to 14. It says a minimum wage legislation is best defined as. So that is 14. The minimum wage legislation is best defined as A, the minimum sum of money anyone should take home after all tax deductions. The minimum hourly rate permitted by the law. The minimum number of hours worked per day. The lowest per packet anyone should earn by law. So what do you think is the correct answer here? I give you a few seconds before answer. So the correct answer is B, the minimum hourly rate permitted by the law. Right? So we'll continue with the next one. Okay, 15. Use the table below to answer. So debentures is the answer here. Now 13, it says the main function of money in the modern economy is. So what is the main function of money in a modern economy? We have measure of value, we have medium of exchange, we have standard of deferred payment, we have store of value. Few seconds, answer before I give the answer. The correct answer is B, medium of exchange. It's important that you try to think your own answer before I give my answer, because with that, it's difficult for you to forget what you have learned or the revisions, right? Remember, we are on revisions. So we said that the 13, the correct answer is B, medium of exchange. Now let's go to 14. It says a minimum wage legislation is best defined as. So that is 14. The minimum wage legislation is best defined as A, the minimum sum of money anyone should take home after all tax deductions. The minimum hourly rate permitted by the law. The minimum number of hours worked per day. The lowest per packet anyone should earn by law. So what do you think is the correct answer here? I give you a few seconds before answer. So the correct answer is B, the minimum hourly rate permitted by the law. Right? So we'll continue with the next one. Okay, 15. Use the table below to answer the question. Okay, so here we have question 15. It says that use the table below to answer the question that follows. The value of the fixed cost at an output of 0 is, so he said we should actually calculate he said we should calculate the fixed cost when the output is 0. So here the correct answer is C, which is 70 francs. 16. If the government wishes to reduce inequalities in income, it will apply which of the following tax system? So what is saying here that if the government want to reduce inequality in income among the rich and the poor, is a which tax system is the government going to impose? Right? Now I give you a few seconds to answer. Look at all the answers. The correct answer is A, progressive tax system. Progressive tax system. Street lighting, law and order, and national defense are examples of street lighting, law and order, and national defense are example of A, merit goods, B, public goods, C, free goods, D, demerit goods. The answer is B, public goods, because law and order are public, right? Street lights are public, made by the government, and they are not private, so they are public goods, which is B. 18. Retailers in an economy perform the main function of. So what are the main functions? It's asking for the main functions of retailers in an economy, right? So that is 18. The main function of a retailer actually is distribution. It's not production. The retailer does not produce, it does not exchange, it does not invest, it distributes to other people. For example, those in the villages are distributors because they help distribute products, maybe Maggi and all the like. 19. Crude oil is an example of which factor of production? So here it's asking us that crude oil is an example of which factor of production? Is it capital? Is it land? Is it labor? Is it entrepreneur? Okay, the correct answer here is B, which is land. Now let's continue. The next one says that a system of agriculture carried on a large scale with the use of modern techniques of production is known as. The answer here is B, plantation agriculture. Look at the answer again. Look at the question again. This is carried on a large scale with the use of modern techniques. It has to be plantation agriculture. Now let's go to 21. Full employment can best be described as a situation where all those in the working population have jobs. The correct answer here is C, which is the unemployment rate is between 2% and 3%. Okay, so full employment does not actually mean that everybody in the country is employed. That's not what it means. It means that there's a little percentage of people who are unemployed, because everybody in a country cannot be employed. There must be people that are unemployed. So that is why the answer is C, which is the unemployment rate is between 2% and 3%, means it's very, very low. Now let's go to 22. 22. This question is based on the diagram below. So the question that is coming is based on this diagram. It says, which part of this curve represents an abnormal demand? Okay, let's look at the curve. It says, which part of this curve represents an abnormal demand? So we have OA, DA, AQ2, and all the like. So when you look at the diagram, you're going to see We're going to see where the price goes and it touches the A, then it goes down. So you see that the curve is abnormal at AO or OA. So that's where the answer actually is A. That is where the curve is abnormal. Now, question 23 is based on the utility table below, which shows the level of satisfaction for beans consumed. Now, say what is the total utility when 4 units of beans are consumed? Now, for you to know this, you have to first know what is total utility. It is a satisfaction derived from consuming a commodity, okay? A commodity, okay? Now, the correct answer here is, that is 23. The correct answer is D, which is 36 units, ETILs. 24. The economic organization that replaced GATT is, the answer is D, which is WTO, World Trade Organization. Now let's go to question 25. It says that another name, 25 says that another name for fixed cost is, we have supplementary cost, we have explicit cost, we have sunk cost, we have prime cost. So what is another name for fixed cost? Let me give you some seconds for you to think about it. Okay, so that is 25. The answer is C, which is sunk cost. So sunk cost is another name for fixed cost. Now let's continue the next one. So we are going to 20. Okay, so 20, we are going to see 26. It says question 26 is based on the table below, right? So we have here gross national product, million CFR, 2011, 2012, and we have population, we have what is the increase in per capita income. So the correct answer here is D, 250 francs. Which of the following will likely cause the size of the population of a country to reduce? So it's asking us that among all of these, what will cause the size of a population in a country to reduce? So I'll give you some time for you to think about it. So the answer here is B, which is high rate of immigration. That means when people leave the country, right, they go out of the country, most often you find that the population of the country is going to, the working population is going to reduce, because most people that go out of the country, they actually go in search of jobs, or they're going for education. So most of them are working population. So that is why it will reduce in a country when there is immigration. So 28 says that a commercial bank receives an initial deposit of 20 million francs. Given that it operates with a cash ratio of 5%, how much should the bank keep as reserve? So the correct answer here is 1 million francs. Okay. Now, 29. Which of the following factors can lead to an increase? I have said that about calculations, please. Calculations, the changes, right? They don't come the same. The questions may come the same, but calculations don't come the same, because you need your teacher to actually follow up on the calculation. I've just given the correct answer. You can also try to work it out and see why if you come with that answer. Okay, so I've given you the correct answer of it. We'll not do calculation here, because this is not the purpose of these revisions. It's just to give answers for this paper. You can meet your teacher or meet a student or any classmate that can help you for calculations. So, but you know the answer already. It's easier for you to work it out. Now let's go to 29. It says that which of the following factors can lead to an increase in industrialization in Cameroon? Which of the factors? Now, there are 4 factors that I'll be giving us here. So the correct answer here is D. Government should grant subsidies to the home industries. So when government grants subsidies to home industries, there's going to be an increase in industrialization in Cameroon, in Zambia, in Nigeria, in Tanzania. So it's the same process everywhere. Now the next one says, what is the full meaning of CIF as used in international trade? What is the full meaning of CIF? Okay, so they're giving us four answers. Let me just give you a few seconds for you to tell what the answer can be. The correct answer is A. CIF stands for cost, insurance, and freight. Cost, insurance, and freight. Now let's go to 31. It says question 31 is based on the table below. From the above table, calculate the average product of the field worker. So the field worker is, when you look at it, is 95. So it said we should calculate the average product. So actually the unit is going to be D, which is 19 units. Okay, so it's 19 units. Now, okay, let's go to the next question. The next question says, if an enterprise declares a profit uh, of 5 million francs and pays 10% corporation tax, the tax base is, the correct answer here is D, which is 500,000 francs. The main activity of the primary stage of production is, so what is the main activity of the primary stage of production? Number, it says transformation, distribution, extraction, construction. So primary stage of production, here the answer is C, which is extraction. So the primary stage of production is extraction because it's been extracted as raw materials, then sent from transformation. They can go to distribution. Now let's go to 34. The method of calculating national income, which involves the summation of final values of goods and services, is known as, can you answer this? What is it known as for? Let me give you a few seconds to answer. The correct answer is B, which is expenditure method. Okay, expenditure method is the correct answer for this. Now let's go to 35. Democratic control is an essential characteristic of the A, sole proprietor, B, public corporation, C, public company, D, cooperative society. What do you think is the correct answer for a democratic control of an essential characteristics? So the democratic control is an essential characteristic of the answer is A, sole proprietorship. I hope you got it right. Sole proprietorship. Holding of money to take care of any eventual sickness in the family is an example of the. So if somebody is holding money to take care of if there's a sickness in the family, maybe the wife, maybe the child. So what is that process called? We have transaction motive, precautionary motive, speculative motive, idle balance. What do you think is the correct answer? So the correct answer here is B, which is precautionary motive. They are taking precaution that if there's a sickness in the family, you'll be able to solve the issue. So let's go to the next one. It says, in which economic system is the consumer considered as king? In which economic system? Is it a market economy? Is it a mixed economy? Is it a command economy? Is it a traditional economy? The correct answer for 37, we can, I hope you had the correct answer. Just think about it for a few seconds. The correct answer is A, market economy. Now, the 38th question says that to which customs to which customs union do Cameroon, Chad, Central African Republic, Congo, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea belong? So which union do these belong? Is it a CEMAC? Is it a CAS? Is it ECOWAS? Is it UDEAC? What do you think is the correct answer? A few seconds for you to answer before I give the answer. The correct answer is A, CEMAC. So the correct answer is CEMAC, right? Now let's go to 39. A market where goods are traded for immediate delivery is known as future market, spot market, stock market, money market. So what is a market that goods are traded for immediate delivery? What is that market called? What do you think is the answer for this? The answer is B, spot market. So it's a spot market that people trade goods immediately for delivery. And so the correct answer here is actually is B. So we go to 40. 40 says the official the official head count of the population of a country is called one population structure, population pyramid, population census, population enumeration. So what do you think can be the answer in this 40? Question 40, the correct. So when you count people in a country, how does that process actually called? The correct answer here is population census. Okay, so now let's go to the next uh, question. Which of the following will likely result in economic growth? The answer is C, improvement in technology. 42. In addition, any addition to the stock of capital is called, so if there's an addition in stock of capital, what is it called? So that is question 42. What do you think the answer can be here? Few seconds for you to answer. Okay, the answer is A, net investment. Net investment. A public limited company issued 100 preference shares at 60 francs per share and 150 ordinary shares at 20 francs per share. What percentage of the company's capital is contributed by the preference shareholders? The correct answer here is we are in 43. The correct answer is A, 33.3%. So the correct answer is A. Now, 44. Economic growth is slower in developing countries because of. So why do you think that there is low economic growth in developing countries, right? Economic growth is slower in developing countries because the correct answer here is D, high rate of consumption. If you keep consuming, and you are not producing anything, it's obvious that the country will have low economic growth or slower economic growth. Now, 45, which of the following is a limitation to division of labor? So which of the following is a limitation to division of labor? 45, the correct answer here is B, monotony. Question 46 is based on the diagram below. What does A represent on the above diagram? So it says A, what does A? You see that A is connected, demand is connected to supply, and it's asking us what does A actually represent on the above diagram? Okay, so the correct answer for that is D, which is excess supply. Means that there is an excess supply in the market. The next question says, The value of a country's visible exports is 500 million, and that of a visible import is 625 million francs. This indicates what? So, what is the correct answer here? Is the unfavorable balance of trade, because the company actually is losing. So their export is more than their import, costing a lot. The trade is not favorable. So 48, which of the following is another name for a country economy? So what do you think is the answer here? I think the answer is uh, 49. We're on 49. The answer is A. No, we're on 48. It says, which of the following is another name for a common economy? The answer is A, socialist economy. Okay, so it's a socialist economy. Now, we go to 49, which is, which of the following is a liability to a commercial bank? So we have also A for the correct answer, bank loans to customers. The question is, which of the following is a liability to a commercial bank? So it's considered a loan to customers as a liability. Okay. So bank loans to customers is a correct answer. Now let's go to the last question in this paper one. Goods of ostentation refer to those goods. So what is goods of ostentation? For which demand increases and price increases, for which demand increases and price fall, for which prices fall as demand increase, for very scarce goods that give satisfaction. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is A, for which demand increases as prices increase. So goods of ostentation are goods that people go for it when the price have increased. So they like expensive products, don't like to buy the cheap ones. So that is actually the answer for this. So we have actually come to the end of this revision of paper one. And I said, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, because I come with videos like this every time for you. Revisions of past questions, whether economics, whether history, and so that you might have a complete tutorial of everything. So thank you very much for watching. You can share with your friends so that they might also benefit from this. Thank you. So we're going to say, distinguish between the following: economies of scale and diseconomies of scale, division of labor and efficiency of labor, specific and non-specific factors of production. Explain four determinants of efficiency of labor. Let's answer this. So this is actually, we are going to answer it. So the first one says that distinguish between the following: economies of scale and diseconomies of scale. So we're going to distinguish between that. What is the difference? Okay, distinguish between. So what is the difference between economics and diseconomies of scale? Economies of scale means a business has decreased cost per item while increasing their output. Diseconomies of scale means that a company is facing increased cost, increased cost in production while trying to increase output. The second one says division of labor and efficiency of labor. What are the difference? Division of labor occurs when workers are allocated different tasks to perform, and it can lead to increased efficiency as each worker becomes better at their specific task. Efficiency of labor implies the quality and quantity of goods and services which can be produced within a given time and under certain conditions. So those are the differences. Now, specific and non-specific factors of production. The specific factor, which can be used in only one line of production, and the non-specific factor of varying degrees of comfortability can be used in more than one production process. So specific factor can only be used in one production process or one line of production, while non-specific factors of production can be used in multiple areas of production or process. The next question says, explain four determinants of efficiency of labor. What determine efficiency of labor? What can make people to make their labor to be strong? Number one is climatic factors. Climatic differences also affect the efficiency of labor. Working under extreme climatic conditions is always more difficult than working in the temperature zones. The second one is geographical differences. Locational differences also sometimes play a significant role. A person who has born and brought up in the plains will find it hard to display much efficiency if he is forced to work at high altitude hilly areas. Mental abilities. Mental abilities are also important. General training helps a worker in assimilating new skills and technical knowledge. Moral qualities also play a role in this connection. A worker is likely to be more efficient the greater is his sense of discipline, self-respect, self-sufficiency, and punctuality. The fourth one is favorable working conditions. A healthy and conducive work environment increases the level of efficiency. The facilities enjoyed by the worker determine labor efficiency to a significant extent. Employer-employee relations also plays an important part of the work environment. An employer therefore can contribute to labor efficiency by building a cordial relationship with his workers. So those are the four determinants of efficiency of labor. The next question says, explain four differences between a commercial bank and a central bank. B. Explain four functions of money and indicate their solutions to the problems posed by the barter system of exchange. So here we're going to see the next question is explain four differences between a commercial bank and a central bank. So here it has been broken to several points. You can see central bank, commercial bank. We have power, we have motive, we have authority, we have lender, we have credit. So here you can see it, right? Power, the difference on power is that power to regulate money supply, therefore known as regulator, while for commercial bank, power to facilitate the changes, therefore known as facilitator. Motive, main motive is the welfare of the economy, right? Why the main motive of the commercial bank is profit maximization. So central bank want to stabilize the economy. The commercial bank are there for profit. Okay. Authority. Authority is issue currency of all denominations, including notes and coins. While commercial bank authority to issue only one unit coin and note. Central banks lends to commercial banks and government. Commercial banks only lend to the public. So that's a difference. They have the power to increase or decrease the amount of credit union. Why commercial bank they have the power of credit creation. The next question says four functions of money. We should give the function of money and how it helps in the barter system. The first function, so here you can look at the functions of money. We have money serves as a medium of exchange. So everything is here. Money serves as a store of value. Money is a standard of deferred payments. Money serves as a unit of payment. So everything is here. You can go through it. So the B part of that question says, and indicate their solutions to the problems posed by the barter system. So how has this brought a solution to us? Number one is medium of exchange. So money acts as a medium of exchange as it facilitates exchange through common medium. But the barter of exchange could not do this. So the second thing is unit of value. The values of goods can be measured in terms of money, while with the barter system it could not. So that is actually what it helps. The third is store of value. So this explains the importance of money as value storage, right? So this explains that wealth in the form of money can be stored easily as a medium of issue for future use, while the barter system could not do this. Standard of deferred payments. Money can easily be made through the medium of order. In other words, it's very difficult to pay back in loans in terms of goods and services. So these are all the functions of money and the solution it has brought as compared to the barter system. So you can go through this. It's a great one. So let's go to the next question. The next question says, state and explain 5 measures a country can use to correct a balance of payment deficit. B. Define comparative cost advantage, absolute advantage. Explain 3 methods of trade restrictions. Okay, so here we're going to see state and explain 5 measures a country can use to correct a balance of payment deficit. Then they say define comparative cost of advantage, absolute advantage, and explain 3 methods of trade restrictions. So a country can devaluate. So let's first start with the first one. We say we should explain what 5 measures a country can use to solve the problem of balance deficit. Number one, a country can devalue its currency, right? So it can devalue its currency. Number two, making exports cheaper and imports costlier. Increase exports through industry, production, and innovation. Cut down on imports by setting tariffs on encouraging local production. So a country can also encourage local production, and that is how a country can actually correct the balance of payment deficit. Now, what is comparative cost advantage? A country has a comparative advantage if it can produce a good at a lower opportunity cost than another country. A lower opportunity cost means it has to forego less of other goods in order to produce it. Now, the second one says, let's define absolute advantage. Absolute advantage is when a producer can provide a good or service in greater quantity for the same cost, or the same quantity at a lower cost than its competitors. The last question says, explain 3 methods of trade restrictions. Number one is quotas. Quotas are used to protect specific industries, usually new industries. Remember, we're talking about trade restrictions. The second one, subsidies. Subsidies act as a support provider by the government to the firms manufacturing products to lower their production cost. The last one is embargo. An embargo is a political decision to stop transactions with individual countries, including export or import activities. So that is the answer for that. So the next question says, state and explain 5 uses of national income figures. B. Explain 5 problems faced in measuring the national income of a country. So the next question says state and explain 5 uses of national income figures. Explain 5 measures faced in measuring the national income of a country. State and explain 5 uses of national income figures. Number one, the primary use is to measure economic activity and economic growth. Tracking tracking trends, monitoring other economic statistics, adjusting monetary policy, helping public officials make policies. setting tax rates, or comparing economic data over time. Explain 5 measures faced in measuring the national income of a country. 1. Gross domestic product. 2. Net national product, gross national product, personal income, disposal income. So these are the 5 measures used to measuring the national income of a country. So the next question says that define the terms economic growth, economic development. Explain 4 benefits of economic growth. Economic growth is an increase in the production of goods and services in an economy. Increases in capital goods, labor force, technology, and human capital can all contribute to economic growth. Why? In the economic study of the public sector, economic and social development is a process by which the economic of well-being and quality of life of a nation, region, local, community, or individual are improved according to the targeted goals and objectives. The benefits of economic growth include higher income, so people earn more, reduced poverty, poverty is being reduced because the economy has grown, better facilities, better, everything is better, improved quality of life. So when there's economic growth of the country, these are the 4 benefits that actually accompany it, as we see in this question. Explain 4 benefits of economic growth. So these are them here. Okay, so that is it about this last question, the 5th question that we've answered in this paper 2. 7. Define the terms economic growth, economic development. B. Explain 4 benefits of economic growth.
Okay, so thank you for watching my video. So that is what I had for you guys today. So make sure you share this video in all WhatsApp forums, share it on Facebook, share it with your friends who are also writing the GC, because this could be very beneficial for them. Don't be selfish with information that you receive and you share it, you get double of that information and you benefit more. So be generous with this knowledge, share this paper so that others may benefit from it. So thank you guys for watching. So I'm Coach Njomi, and all the time I'm creating content like this for you.